Next we will go to the inductive load. We have completed R load. After R load, we have to go to the inductor load. Inductor means pure inductor. Actually, from examination point of view, this case is very important because we have got number of problems on the inductive load, but the circuit is very simple. So this is the input. I'm connecting through thyristor, and my load is inductor, pure inductor. For inductor, you have to refer to for inductor we have three properties of inductor. These are very important. For this you have to refer to chapter on basics. Typically what happens is like in textbooks, basics are not given in a systematic way, or they are not given in a clear way. That's why power electronics is very difficult. If you are strong in basics, analyzing the circuit is very easy. Not only the circuit, any circuit you can analyze it. Typically, they tell only two properties for the inductor, but we tell the three properties. First one is current through inductor is continuous. Second property is the average power absorbed by the inductor, it is 0. The third property is the average voltage appearing across inductor, it is 0. This is the most important tool. As far as power electronics is considered. So many times we have to use this one. This is the most powerful tool. If you know this one, the rectifiers or the chokers, they become very easy. Okay. For this you refer to our chapter on basics. We are telling the properties of inductor. For this you have to refer to our chapter on basics. Inductor has three properties. Typically 2 properties are mentioned, but we are telling the most important property. This is the most powerful tool. This can be used in rectifiers and chokers. With this, the circuit analysis. With this circuit analysis becomes very easy. Now we are going for the waveforms, because from the waveforms we get the clear picture, like when the ACR is forward biased, when it is reverse biased. If it is forward biased, in that time interval we can trigger the ACR. These things clearly come from the waveforms. So we first look at the waveforms. This is supply voltage, Vs equal to Vm into sin omega t. Now, Ig, gate signal is 0, assumption, gate signal is not given. Then, the current in the circuit is 0, Is or I0, the voltage across inductor is 0. So, the voltage across the thyristor is same as the supply voltage. So thyristor is getting this voltage. Now we will see in which cycle it is forward biased and in which cycle it is reverse biased. Or where it is forward biased, meaning in which part of the waveform it is forward biased and in which part of the waveform it is reverse biased. Here it is forward biased. We have to come from the basics. So first we are seeing where it is forward biased, where it is reverse biased. So here it is reverse biased. So I have already completed one cycle. The remaining thing repeats. Here it is forward biased. It is reverse biased. Mind, I have not given any IC. If IC is given, things will be different. We are coming from the starting point. Now, IC can be given when my thyroid is forward biased. Here I cannot give the IC. Here I can give. Let us suppose say I have given IC somewhere here. This corresponds to omega t equal to alpha. This corresponds to omega t equal to alpha. Then we have to obtain the current through the circuit. Since it is a series circuit, the current in the source and the thyristor or the load, everything is same. So we have to obtain the current in the circuit and also the average output voltage. Okay. So we have to find the current in the circuit. So for that we will do the derivation part. Applying KVL, what I have? Vm into sin omega t. This is what? Vs. This is equal to my V0. This is instantaneous voltage. This is what? KVL. It has to be satisfied at each and every moment. So this is instantaneous voltage. This is nothing but LA into dI0 by dt. I am interested in calculating I0. Okay. V0 is similar to Vs. V0 is similar to Vs whenever this thyristor conducts. If it doesn't conduct, V0 is 0, I0 is 0. Whenever it conducts, V0 equal to Vs. Okay. I have find this at omega t equal to alpha. I have find this here at omega t equal to alpha. Then this equation holds true because this acts as a short and the output is connected to the input. Then I can apply the KVL equation. This is what? Instantaneous voltage. Now, I have to calculate I0. dI0 by dt equal to what? Vm by L into sin omega t. Sin omega t. So I0 is what? I0 equal to Vm by L integral sin omega t dt I have. So here also I have dt. I have found at alpha. The extinguished angle I don't know. So I have to take it as just t. But what I have is omega t equal to alpha. T equal to what? Alpha by omega. Because the dimension of alpha is what? It is radians or decrease. This is time. So to match time, I have to have here also time. So I am putting alpha by omega. Omega t corresponds to alpha, thereby alpha t corresponds to alpha by omega. So if I integrate with respect to dt, what I get? Vm by omega I get. So that I am taking out sin integration is minus cos. So what I get? Vm by omega L into cos alpha minus cos omega. This is the expression for my current. This is what? Instantaneous current. Okay. For t greater than alpha by omega. Okay. This is equal to 0 for 0 less than or equal to t less than or equal to alpha by omega. Whatever expression I am getting, that is valid for t greater than alpha by omega. Before that I have not find the SCR, so my current is 0, so that 0 is valid up to alpha by omega, meaning 0 to alpha by omega. So this is the expression for my current. Okay, and in the same interval, I will look at the expression for V naught also. V naught equal to what? Vs, that equal to Vm into sin omega t. This is for t greater than alpha by omega. This is equal to 0 for 0 less than or equal to t less than alpha by omega. Now I have got the expression for I naught, and I have to see up to what instant I have I naught. This I naught flows until it is positive, because I have what? The SCR, it cannot conduct the current in the reverse direction. As long as current is positive, it is flowing in this direction, then that current is maintained. The moment when current tries to become 0 or negative, this thyristor is reverse biased and I don't get any current, and the circuit is what? It is isolated, meaning the output is not connected to input. The device is off. Device is off. Now we will analyze the expression for I naught. What is I naught? I naught is Vm by omega L into cos alpha minus cos omega t. Cos alpha minus cos omega t. This has to be dimensionally correct. So I have got the same thing. This is voltage divided by impedance. So that is nothing but the current. So it is dimensionally correct. Now we want to find out up to what time this I naught is flowing in the circuit. We have to find when the I naught becomes 0, meaning we are equating this to 0. Here it is like cos alpha minus cos beta equal to 0. Then what is the relation between beta and alpha? I am interested in finding beta in terms of alpha, because alpha is given, it is my firing angle. So I have to find out beta, that is the extinguishing angle. So I get the expression for beta in terms of alpha. So beta, how can I get? 2n pi plus or minus alpha. 2n pi plus or minus alpha. So if you look for different values of beta, what I get? 2 pi minus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha, 4 pi minus alpha, 4 pi minus alpha, 4 pi plus alpha, and so on, I will take the instant where the current becomes 0. When the current becomes 0, the circuit comes to the off condition, and again I have to fight. Again the cycle has to repeat. So I will look for the instant where the current becomes 0 for the first instant. That first instant occurs here. So here my conduction is over. So beta is 2 pi minus alpha. Mathematically you can get beta equal to 2 pi plus alpha also, but I am interested for beta for which my current becomes 0 for the first instant. So that is appearing for this one. So I have to take beta equal to 2 pi minus alpha. 2 pi minus alpha. And also I have told you one thing. The average voltage across inductor is 0. Okay. Average voltage across inductor is 0. And I have the conduction from where to where? Alpha to 2 pi minus alpha Vm into sin omega t d omega t. So what I get? Vm by 2 pi into minus cos omega t alpha to 2 pi minus alpha. Just now we have seen cos alpha and cos 2 pi minus alpha is same. So this value becomes 0. So this is what? Just a cross checking thing. I have told you the third property of the inductor. That is the average voltage across inductor has to be 0. This is the most powerful tool. We are just cross checking whether the average voltage across inductor is 0 or not. But it is 0. We proved it. Now we will go for the waveforms. How I0 gives.